Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. We hope everyone is staying warm and safe tonight as temperatures continue to spiral downwards.
Let's get right to a first check of our forecast so we can see what's on deck for the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. All right, folks, dangerously cold air is in the area. Last year I did an experiment throwing boiling hot water in the air, and this time around temperatures will definitely be cold enough to try something like that, but please try it in caution if you do have plans to do that. Wind chill warnings have been issued all over the state, even some blizzard warnings up north, not from falling snow, but more from blowing snow, that wind picking up that light fluffy snow and just tossing it around, creating really low visibilities. Look how cold the wind chills are right now, 43 below zero right now at the moment. That means 5 minutes of exposed skin outside will cause some frostbite, folks. This is some serious cold. We do have some increase in cloud cover, but no precipitation falling from the sky tonight, as temperatures will continue to dip and really cool off, hovering close to 20 below zero. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. Well, Bangor Police Department, along with members of Bangor's Community Action Team, have been out all week getting the word out about the services that are available during this cold snap. Sergeant Jason McCambly from Bangor PD says the counselors and patrol officers are ready to pick anyone up and get them to a warm, safe place. They are also partnering with Bangor Humane Society to have a place for pets to go to stay warm and safe. The message is call emergency services if you need help.
You've been instructed that if you find somebody, here's the resources, and that list has gone out a couple of times with this is who to talk to.
Bangor Police will have people on standby throughout the duration of the deep freeze to make sure anyone that needs help gets it.
In other news, 25 pigs were killed in a fire in Vassalboro this morning. Fire crews were called to a fire on Cross Hill Road in Vassalboro just before 4:30. Upon arrival, they encountered a barn fully engulfed in flames. Vassalboro Fire Chief Walker Thompson tells us the fire was contained to the barn. The homeowner was only able to save 4 piglets. The chief says the fire is believed to be accidental, possibly caused by some heat lamps that had been set up for the animals.
Well, a Bangor man was sentenced to 20 years in prison with all but 10 suspended on Friday for a stabbing that took place back in 2020. Our A.J. Douglas has that story.
On September 16, 2020, my life changed forever. Yep, you heard it right. I somehow managed to stab my ex-wife, Chelsea. It seems like something bad needs to happen before you realize how precious and short life really can be.
Joshua McAuliffe was convicted of elevated aggravated assault and endangering the welfare of a child after stabbing his ex-wife and later grabbing one of his 2 adopted children while being held at gunpoint by officers. Despite the severity of the charges, dozens of McAuliffe's friends, church members, and adult children say he is a changed man.
Been sober since this happened for two years and 6 months now. He's been going to counseling a year ago. He sees a psychiatrist for medication. By all accounts, he is clean, sober, mentally stable.
The prosecution says the 10-year sentence is justifiable because the victim's injuries could have been fatal if not treated immediately.
I think that the judge took a great deal of time and rendered a sentence that was based on a lot of consideration. The men and women of the Bangor Police Department and the Bangor Fire Department, an ambulance, and certainly Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center did really incredible work here, worked together quickly, and likely saved a life.
Following McAuliffe's 10-year sentence, he will be required to serve 6 years of probation. The defense request for a 2-week stay prior to McAuliffe beginning his sentence was denied. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The owner of a towing company is facing charges for allegedly towing vehicles illegally. 19-year-old Bruce Lukowski Jr. of Bangor was arrested in Alton Thursday night. Bangor Detective Lieutenant Brent Bollier says the department received several reports of the All Towed Up Company in Alton taking vehicles without parking violations or requests from property owners. The victims were forced to pay large impound fees to regain possession of their vehicles. Lukowski is charged with theft, and if you think you've been a victim or of similar conduct by Lukowski, you're encouraged to contact Officer Nicholas Canar at the Bangor Police Department at 947-7382 or your local police department if it happened outside of Bangor.
Well, in the town of Searsmont, police are still trying to find the suspects who vandalized a Waldo County Wood Bank charity truck. Our Matthew Jurancic has the story.
At the end of January, Waldo County Woodshed President Bob McGregor went to take care of one of his wood trucks and found a shocking surprise.
I came out one Saturday morning and found that the fuel line had been cut between the gas cap and the fuel tank. As I was under the truck, I realized that it wasn't just fuel line, but somebody had drilled a hole in the gas tank and drained all the gas out of it.
McGregor says the thieves stole half a tank of gas and 2 5-gallon gas cans filled with gas. The Maine State Police are investigating this crime and are looking to speak to the owners of this blue pickup truck, which may have information about the incident.
It made me feel a little bit discouraged and a little bit angry, and just, we're here trying to help people, and then somebody comes along and vandalizes our equipment and steals from us. It's just kind of kick in the teeth kind of thing.
McGregor says the truck was intended to be sold and the money from the sale would be put into the wood bank to buy more logs and anything else needed. As the investigation into this incident continues, McGregor has a message for the vandalizers.
We're here just trying to help people make it through the winter and stay warm, and to come out here and find our equipment vandalized, it's senseless. It makes no sense to me.
In Searsmont, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The 3rd Battalion, 142nd Aviation of the Maine Army National Guard is set to deploy next week. I spoke to one of the soldiers who will be leaving his family and another career of service behind.
Getting to do something that you always grew up wanting to do is incredibly fulfilling.
Abel Gleason knew he wanted to be a pilot ever since he was a kid. Nowadays, when he's not on deployment with the Maine Army National Guard, he's serving the community he grew up in as a pilot for Life Flight of Maine.
I flew for the airlines for a while, and while it's validating to get to fly at all, it's very validating to get to fly for something that's a greater purpose and actually gives back to the communities that we're all in. I wouldn't leave this job for the world.
But in the coming days, Gleason will leave this job and his family behind for a year as he deploys to U.S. CENTCOMs in the Middle East. As a civilian soldier, deployment is something he stays ready for. But as a husband and father with a son on the way, leaving for duty this time carries extra weight.
There's a stereotype about military guys not being that forthcoming with their feelings. Even if you come from a military family and they know what to expect, I think that's always a gut punch to have to confront that.
Chief Gleason isn't alone. Well over a third of Life Flight's employees have served, not to mention 100% of helicopter pilots in Bangor are veterans. He says the strong military connection within Life Flight makes the whole process a little easier.
It truly is a band of brothers and sisters, and the wellspring of support that's come forth mutually from everyone and all of our families as well to support one another while we're gone has been something very touching and reassuring to see.
And there will be a send-off ceremony for Chief Gleason next week. It was great to have the opportunity to speak with him.
Yeah.
And also his co-pilots as well, who just had high praise for Chief Gleason. And it sounds like he will definitely be missed within Life Flight, and he can't wait to return.
Again, and I have to say it's really no surprise to hear that so many of the Life Flight helicopter pilots are military servicemen and women.
Right.
They're just carrying that legacy one step forward as they move on to other careers. Wonderful to see.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10. We'll have an update on some Plymouth residents trying to help an injured goose.
And we'll tell you about a competition for kids in Perry. Stay tuned for those stories and more local news when we come right back.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Does your vehicle need a little more work? Have an odd sound coming from somewhere? Bring it over to Jackson's Automotive in Old Town. We have the best technicians and offer a fair price. We also accept all aftermarket protection plans. Now, if you're unable to drive your vehicle to us, we can help you get it here. Also, if you'd like to protect your vehicle for years to come, we offer Wool Wax undercarriage protection. We're located at 546 Main Street in Old Town. Give us a call at 827-2676.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Bucksport Golf Club, Bucksport Regional Health Center, Coastal Auto Parts, Dave's Auto Repair and Towing, First National Bank, and Up and Smoke Fireworks.
Cam Whitmore in Villanova. Battle Creighton. Fox Primetime Hoops, Saturday at 7:30 Eastern.
The critics agree. The Clash was a hit. Get ready for the sequel. It's take two for NASCAR's best in a race you have to see to believe. The Clash at the Coliseum, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Welcome back. Earlier this week, we told you the tale of a town's plan to save an injured bird. Our David Ledford has the latest on what unfortunately turned out to be their wild goose chase.
Despite the bitter wind chill, Plymouth residents flocked together Friday to try and rescue an injured Canadian goose. Known as Lucky Duck, the animal has evaded capture since the summer. But with the dropping temperatures, locals ramped up their efforts using fencing, nets, ropes, and even the fire department to try and bring it in. However, after an hour of attempts, would-be rescuers flew the coop.
He outsmarted us, outran us, he went in between us, he did. He's quite a survivor, so we're hoping and praying that he survives this weekend.
Those in attendance explained why the duck was so difficult to catch.
That dam, you're not going to get too close to it by that dam, and nobody's going to get the kayak hills there. But we gave it a try anyway. Go from there.
Local resident Steve Dupuis shared his feelings about the day's outcome.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought we really could catch him. You know, it's so cold out. I didn't think he'd have much energy. He hasn't eaten for 2 days. So I really was in hopes that we would catch him.
While some have called it quits after this failed attempt, Dupuis says he hopes to try again next week, with or without the help of others. In Plymouth, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And here's hoping that that goose is staying safe this weekend, as all of you are as well. Well, for almost a month now, schools across the state have been competing for the chance to win some big prizes. Devin Dagnall met with one of the schools to learn more.
Welcome to Perry Elementary School!
For the past few weeks, Perry Elementary School has been participating in Winter Kids, and they're now reaching the finish line.
Winter Kids is a competition between 16 schools in the state, and we get to do different activities, inside, some out, some to do with nutrition, some to do with family involvement.
According to the Winter Kids website, the program and organization are dedicated to increasing outdoor physical activity for kids and their families during the winter months. Schools compete by completing tasks assigned by Winter Kids that range from snowshoeing to smoothie making.
We've put a lot of work and dedication into it.
Each week, schools are given points based on how well they completed the task. Currently, Perry Elementary School is one of 5 schools tied for third place, but they're hoping to break out during this final week.
We're not going to be able to get first, but we'll be able to, if we get the bonus point, we'll be able to tie for second.
According to Perry Elementary School's principal, Penny Johnson, the school isn't in the running for first place. However, the prize for second place could still make a big difference at the school.
It means a lot for the school. We're hoping to get some more outdoor activities available for the students that we haven't been able to do. Maybe take them on a trip someplace to be able to do maybe some skiing or tubing or something like that we don't have the funds in our general budget for.
The winners of the Winter Kids 2023 competition will be decided when all the points are tallied after this week.
Devin Dagnall for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Nice work there, Devin. Well, in a show of community unity, Northern Light Health organizations from Portland to Presque Isle wore red today to help raise awareness of heart disease, particularly among women. This is an annual event called Go Red for Women to encourage heart-healthy activities and behaviors to help reduce the risk of heart disease in both men and women. According to the American Heart Association, cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women, causing 1 in 3 deaths each year. But they say the simple truth is actually that most cardiovascular diseases can be prevented with education and healthy lifestyle changes. So here's an opportunity for folks to hear about this event, see folks wearing red, and maybe start thinking about their own routines and how they can make small but meaningful changes.
Absolutely. I love the whole idea about the day. It's a conversation starter, and that conversation can really lead to change.
Yeah, super important conversation to have.
Indeed. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, we'll have an update from the Pentagon on the suspected Chinese spy balloon.
And the latest unemployment figures indicate a record low not seen in decades. We'll have those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Where do you go when you need a real estate appraisal? Who has the experience that I need? Who can I trust? Maine Val has over 30 years of experience across the state of Maine in providing top-quality real estate appraisal services. Contact us today and speak with one of our many licensed professionals. Maine Val, quality delivered on schedule. Call us today at 207-573-3222. That's 573-3222.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1291 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Americans are outraged over the discovery of what U.S. officials say is a Chinese spy balloon flying over the country. The Chinese government calls it a civilian aircraft studying the weather that went off course. Fox's Jennifer Griffin has the latest.
The balloon has changed its course. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days.
The Pentagon is not buying China's apology and explanation that this was some sort of civilian research balloon that was blown off course. The spy balloon left Montana airspace and is moving east over the continental U.S. Fox is told it was launched from mainland China.
This is a Chinese balloon. It has the ability to maneuver. The balloon continues to move eastward and is currently over the center of the continental United States. That's about as specific as I'm going to get.
But I understand it might be inconvenient, but does the public not have a right to know if the balloon
the public
is over their
certainly
state?
has the ability to look up in the sky and see where the balloon is.
The balloon is flying at 60,000 feet, which is higher than most U.S. warplanes can fly. Defense officials say the U.S. does not fly spy planes or spy balloons over mainland China. The military advised the president against shooting down the Chinese spy balloon for now, pushing back on calls to shoot it down over Montana. One U.S. official said to Fox, "There is a lot of empty space in Montana, but there are also a lot of schools. It's not unpopulated. What happens when this balloon, which is carrying heavy equipment, lands on someone's home or on a kindergarten?" The official adds, if we shoot it down, the balloon and the equipment on board will plunge to Earth at meteoric speed. The White House and Pentagon still have options for bringing down the spy balloon once it is deemed safe to do so, perhaps once it is over a body of water. U.S. defense officials say they took measures that are classified to protect sensitive information at the sites that the Chinese spy balloon may be passing over. They took these measures as soon as the balloon was detected. If the U.S. military shot down the balloon, the debris field, we're told, could be at least 400 square miles. At the Pentagon, Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.
Meanwhile, another pledge of military aid from the Pentagon has Ukrainian officials hoping they'll be able to take the fight to the Russians sooner rather than later. Fox's Trey Yingst has the latest from Kyiv.
As fighting ramps up in eastern Ukraine, more help is on the way. The Pentagon announcing a new aid package for the Ukrainian military worth more than $2 billion, including, for the first time, longer-range bombs and precision munitions capable of hitting Russian targets far behind enemy lines.
In total, the U.S. has now committed $32 billion in security assistance to Ukraine since 2014 and $29.3 billion since Russia's unprovoked and illegal invasion.
The announcement comes as Ukrainian President Zelensky tells Fox News a new Russian offensive is already underway. Up to 300,000 soldiers now making a big push for a breakthrough on the Eastern Front, despite heavy losses on both sides.
Obviously, we're not able to deter them, but President Zelensky is absolutely right. We have got to stop Russia now, and he needs all the advanced weapons that we can provide him.
And Ukraine is also bracing for a possible invasion from Belarus, just to the north, where Russian soldiers have been holding drills in recent days with their Belarusian counterparts. A new northern offensive would force Ukraine to divide its forces and possibly put the capital, Kyiv, at risk. Civilians living on the front lines now watching and waiting to see if they'll be caught in the crossfire once again.
We have worries, emotions, and fears, but at the same time we have hope. The hope that our troops will protect us.
Earlier this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a plan to set up joint military training centers in Belarus. In Kyiv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
Well, here at home, the newest labor market data has far surpassed all expectations. Unemployment dropped to a record low not seen in decades. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
We've created 12 million jobs. 12 million jobs since we took office.
The White House is doing a victory lap Friday as the latest jobs report shows 517,000 jobs were added last month, far more than were expected.
What is done mostly is provide dignity for those families. Dignity to be able to do that, because there's nothing worse than not being able to provide for your family as a mother or a father.
Unemployment dropped to 3.4%, a level not seen in decades.
This is one of the most amazing employment months I've ever seen.
Despite recent news of big tech company layoffs, the jobs report showed restaurants and bars added almost 100,000 workers, professional services 82,000, and government added more than 70,000. Wages rose 4.4% compared to a year ago, though slower than the month before. While the numbers are good, it's not great for those hoping it will persuade the Federal Reserve to stop hiking interest rates as they try to cool off the economy. Instead, analysts say this latest data will prompt the Fed to keep raising rates as they try to lower still high inflation.
They don't have to make up their mind right now on what this means, but I think it could be unsettling if you were expecting to see more of a slowdown and you're not getting one.
The next inflation report is due out in less than 2 weeks, and in March, the Fed will meet again to decide whether or not to hike interest rates. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
All right, and we are also tracking the continually dropping temperatures outdoors.
Yes, indeed. And coming up, we've got Conrad coming back with our full 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
Dangerously cold temperatures are in the area, folks. How long will they stick around, and when is warmer weather finally going to be returning? I'll have all the answers coming up.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? When the forecast calls for nasty weather, all roads lead to down east. With Toyota's impressive lineup of 15 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, you're sure to find a model and payment that's right for you. Don't see it on our lot? Here's the latest update on models arriving soon. Pre-order yours now for the fastest delivery. When main roads get messy, all roads lead to down east. Your four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive headquarters on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetspeed.com to check availability in your area.
Welcome back, guys. Our main weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives one full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks. The nice car and truck people. All right, folks, our dangerously cold air has finally arrived. Look at all those purple colors from the north dipping its way down south. That is some bitterly cold air. I know the upper Midwest had some bitterly cold air this morning, and now it has moved a little bit more east to us. Really, really cold temperatures. It feels like 43 below zero here in town right now. A little bit better by the coast, but nobody will get saved with all these cold temperatures. Everyone's going to get a taste of some bitterly cold temperatures, folks. This is some very serious cold, so please take it seriously. And I wouldn't recommend doing any outdoor activities tomorrow. But then it gets better. By next week, we'll have some warmer temperatures. Tonight, though, not yet. We're going to have that really cold air moving in. We're looking at 17 below at around 4 a.m. Probably colder here in town. I'm looking at over 20 below zero here in town. So it's going to get really, really cold, folks. Even tomorrow during the day, it's going to be really cold, close to 0 degrees for the most part. Adding a little bit of wind, it's going to feel extremely cold. That's why we have some wind chill warnings out in the area. But then warmer air returns. Winds will start to cool down, die down. And by Sunday, we're going to just have a light breeze with much, much warmer air. It is cold, though, and we do have some wind chill warnings out in the area. We do also have some blizzard warnings up north indicated here in the orange colors. This isn't because of falling snow. Usually you would think it's because of falling snow, but it's not. It's because that wind is going to be picking up that light, fluffy snow, and there's a lot of it up north, and it's going to be blowing it around, creating very low visibilities, sometimes close to 0 at times. But look at this. Surprise, surprise, folks. 40s are back by middle of next week. So only dealing with this cold air the next 36 to 48 hours, and then starting Sunday into Monday, warmer air starts to move in, and it's going to feel much more pleasant out there. We do have some increasing cloud cover right now. No precipitation falling from the sky. It is so cold. It's just too cold for that to happen at the moment. And not much is going to happen tomorrow. But Sunday, though, we will have more chances of snow moving in. So we'll be more on the lighter end. We're looking at maybe an inch or two in some spots. And other spots, we'll just get a dusting at most. So this is not going to be a big event. Tonight, though, yes, it's going to get bitterly cold. Partly cloudy skies. Dangerous cold, folks. 24 below 0. That's what I'm calling for here in town. It's already around 15 below, so it's going to continue to really cool off with a strong wind out of the northwest. Tomorrow, a cold day, hovering close to 0 degrees. Peaks of sunshine are not going to help those temperatures, but a warm-up is on the way as our extended forecast does show mid-30s, even 40s back by middle of next week. Beth?
Well, here's hoping that the fact that it's almost time for Friday Night Fast Break will warm people up, at least in terms of excitement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots to get excited about coming up there.
Yep.
Stay with us for that.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Triple S Tax Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel. Come stop by for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Create the perfect spaces in your home for 2023 at the Furniture Gallery. Entertain in style this year with a new dining set. Have room for everyone on movie nights with a big sectional with extra seating. Feel more rested with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar from the Furniture Gallery. Kick back and save an extra 10% on our entire recliner selection and save up to 70% off clearance items. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, hybrid, or fully electric. Brand new 2023 Kia Sportage, Sorento, Soul, Forte, and more. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway, or the affordable Sporty Forte with 41 mpg highway. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Nearly all commercial vehicles carry big insurance policies. So if you're hurt by one of these box trucks, or by a garbage truck, or by any kind of commercial vehicle, you may have a big case worth big money. But they don't just give that money up. You need someone who's going to fight for it. That's exactly why you need to call the Twos. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by any commercial truck, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial truck? Call the Twos. Call 222-2222.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Center Theater for the Performing Arts, Dexter Lumber, Hometown Health Center, Howard Insurance, Twin City Tile, and Urban Air Adventures.
Just remain calm. Grab the head.
You grab the head.
Animal Control premieres February 16th.
Delegate! It's on me now!
On Fox.
This is Friday Night Fast Break, brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
Welcome again to Friday Night Fast Break. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tyler Cruz here with Ryan Sudol, brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts. Really the last full Friday show of the regular season. Just a handful of games to go here before we hit play-ins and eventually tourney time.
Can't wait. Regular season is supposed to end next Thursday. Actually, it was just announced that it will end Friday.
Yep.
Yes, keyword supposed to. That's why I just said what I said. A lot changes. That's still up in the air, but we still have some teams fighting for their positioning in the playoffs. So with that being said, let's roll some standings. Starting with Class A, AA, and the girls. Chevrolet in first with 15-2. Bangor 13-2 in second. Oxford Hills 13-1. Wyndham, Hamden, Edward Little 4-5 6. Deering, Portland, and Lewiston 7-8 9.
All right, now over to the boys' side of things. You got Oxford Hills on top, 14-1, getting that first loss this week. Lewiston 13-3 in second. Portland, Chevrolet third. Portland tied with Lewiston. Chevrolet fourth. Hamden fifth. Edward Little, Wyndham, Deering, Bangor, Deering rounding us out. So let's get right to it. Class AA boys matchup at the Stable. Hamden Academy and Deering going at it. And we will start in the second quarter. Rams with it. It's Richard Martin. Nice take here on the baseline, and he lays it in for two. That one is smooth. Let's go to Hamden now. Zach McLaughlin with it. Driving, nice bounce pass here to J.J. Wolfington. He finishes and one. Let's go back the other way now. Raheem Shabani kicks it to Sam Anderson. He finishes on the inside. Some quick ball movement there. But the Broncos were just too much. A dribble pull-up here from McLaughlin. He gets the bucket. Hamden goes on to win 73-50. All right, don't look now, but that is 4 in a row for the Broncos, starting to kick things into high gear with the season getting down to it. Let's move on now. Back to the standings we go with Class A girls here. Gardner 16-0 on top. Lawrence 13-2. Coney 13-3. Camden Hills at 7-7 in the 4. Nokomis, Erskine, Brewer 5-6-7. Mount Blue and Messalonsky rounding us out.
Okay, big development in Class A boys as of tonight. Brewer actually 16-1 now after losing to Skowhegan tonight, but these were published the other day. So Brewer 16-0, Nokomis 11-5, Mount Blue 3 at 10-5, Coney, Skowhegan, Lawrence 4-5-6, Messalonsky, Camden Hills, Erskine 7-8-9, Gardner last at 2-14. And now let's go to Class A, which is wrapping up their season series with Skowhegan in girls action. Both teams playing for some seeding there. Riverhawks with it first. Allie Frey puts it up with the left and gets it to go. Now for the Witches here. Allie Flagg sneaky with the steal. She's going to take it to the house for two back the other way. And now here's Skowhegan. Frey finds Annabelle Morris. She's money from mid-range, but Brewer would fire back all second half. Mariah Roberts drains the triple here, and Brewer wins on a late free throw, 43-42.
All right, let's go to the boys now. Ryan kind of ruined the surprise. Brewer looking to get 17-0. Skowhegan looking to bounce back after a loss to Hamden. First quarter is where we'll start. Brady Saunders with it. He pulls up in space, and he gets the long two to go. Back the other way, Adam Fitzgerald from the corner. All three of those, remember that name. For Brewer now, Brock Flagg. Same spot as Saunders, same result. What do you know? And now it's Fitzgerald again for Skowhegan, and again from the corner. And again, he is draining it. And then how about one more for the kid? It was a battle all night, but Skowhegan hands Brewer their first loss, 49-48. All right,
Sorry.
so a couple big wins there, a split, two great games. We will keep it rolling now. We'll get back to the standings this time for Class D, and we'll start with the girls here. Southern Aroostook 13-3, their first 3-loss season since I graduated high school.
Jeez.
Anyways, Wisdom 15-0, Machias 12-3, Dare Isle Stonington at 11-3, Katahdin, East Grand, Jonesport Beals, Ashland, and Skank round us out in Class D girls.
And now for the boys. In first is Southern Aroostook 15-0, Machias 12-4 in second, Skank 9-8 in third. That's heel points for you. 4-5-6, Bangor Christian, Easton, and Katahdin, and Jonesport Beals, Wisdom, and Van Buren 7-8-9. And let's go to VZ. Bangor Christian looking to grab their 12th win of the year over Greenville. Let's go to the final seconds of the first quarter. Patriots Conrad Strawble pulls up right in the defender's face for the 3-ball. Bangor Christian up. Second quarter now. Liam Mason gets the steal for Greenville. He'll catch a cutting Dom Murray at the rim for 2. Finally, later in the second, Jalen Reed He's going to get Elliott Strobel in the corner for the corner three. Patriots would hold their lead and win it 48-27. Okay, now let's go to Husson for a doubleheader. First, the women up against Vermont Linden. Let's start second quarter. Husson's Sophia McVicker on the drive, decides to kick it out to Vanessa Duhart, and she gets the three to go, nothing but net. Third quarter, Hornets trying to cut into Husson's huge lead. Sage Smith gets her three-pointer to go with the shooter's bounce, of course, but this one was all Husson. Sydney Loring out to Bailey Donovan. How about another three in this highlight? Thank you. Eagles win big in this one, 84-39.
All right, and now to men's basketball, trying to sweep the Hornets on Friday night. We will go start in the first half. Hornets would start hot. Monduel Buchel shoots off the screen. He nails the three-pointer there. That's going to give the Hornets a lead. Later on, it's Husson's Justice Kendall on the break, into the paint, the Euro step, and the finish. Husson by 2. Finally, it's Jeremy Moranta. What a year he's having. Over to Luke Caruso. He swishes the three-pointer. Eagles hold on to their lead. They win 80-71. And we'll check out some other scores from around the area. In Class A boys basketball, Nokomis over Lawrence 43-41. That's a close one. In girls basketball, Lawrence over Nokomis 63-47. Ellsworth beat John Baptist in girls basketball 75-37. And then Mount Blue over Messalonsky. Another close one there, 57-50.
Okay, and as one basketball season is coming to an end, another is starting. Many Unified teams started play this week, and we got some action for you right here. Bucksport Unified visiting Brewer Unified today in both teams' season opener. Let's start in the first half. Here's Cooper for Bucksport on the break, brings it into the paint. Bingo, off the glass. Okay, now watch this from Dylan on Brewer. Watch, he punks the guy, pulls from the parking lot, banks open. Are you kidding me? Take a bow, my friend. And the student section is going bananas. Finally, Tristan for Bucksport off his own rebound gets the follow to go. He was the high scorer for the Bucks. They win it 53-49.
All right, awesome stuff right there. Let's move on. It has been a roller coaster of a season for Hamden Academy boys hoops. They've had some tough losses, and they've had some tough wins, or some big wins.
Yes, and now they've strung together 4 straight victories and are looking to make some noise in Class AA. Here's this week's Hardwood Spotlight.
We've really come together as a team recently. We've done a great job at bouncing back.
Hamden Academy is hot. Broncos boys basketball has won 3 games in a row after starting the year 5-7.
The key to this run is patience on the offensive end and really swinging the ball around, getting everyone involved, and just taking great looks.
We've been moving the ball amazing, getting great shots, and our discipline on defense has been way more ball pressure, just playing great.
While they aren't at the top of AA North, it's a far cry from last year, where the Broncos finished 2-19, something that definitely led to a spark this year.
I think it brought a lot of energy to this team and a lot of fire, and I think we wanted to have a different season this year than we did last year, and I think everybody took that role.
Roles that had to be taken on by a bunch of youngsters. The Broncos only have 3 seniors on the team, but this core has maturity beyond their years.
They've done a really good job at stepping up for the team. They've been working hard every single day in practice. Us captains have been really leading and making sure we're holding them accountable to be the best they can be.
And the Broncos are seeing ups, but they've had some downs. It's their scrappiness that has given them this surge late in the season.
I think that comes with just the maturity.
Over the past few games, we've shown a lot of toughness that a lot of other teams don't have, and I think just coming into those games with that toughness and composure and just that grit is going to put us aside from everyone else.
If the season ended today, the Broncos would be 5th in AA North. Their seed or that of their opponents come tourney time hardly mean a thing.
We're disciplined. We're not afraid to play anybody. We'll stand up to any task, and we're going to shock some people.
All right, poor Zach right there. We got him falling down. Anyways, our Minute With segment tonight takes us way up in Lincoln, where we interrogated Madanawcook's Lily Watton, but all the questions you have to know the answers to.
I do. I think it goes good. That's my reason. Probably turkey and cheese. Gotta go with OG. Those pretzels with the peanut butter in them. Those are. Netflix. Probably ice cream. Strawberry. Probably Lauren House. Probably Walk It Like I Talk It by Mingos. Oh, Migos. Probably the Eagles. I don't know a lot about football, but I'll go with the Eagles.
Beth's going to like that answer, but I can't believe she didn't know who the Migos were.
She also said her favorite rappers were JC, the Notorious XYZ, and Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, now you're just okay. We've got Orono boys basketball in the house for one-on-one coming right up next. Stay with us.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Anderson, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio, Coastal Auto Parts, Electrify Maine, Loring Job Corps, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, and Rack Attack Basketball.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Hey, welcome back to Fast Break. I'm Ryan Sudol. We got a couple Orono Red Riots in the house now. They're here with Tyler Cruz for this week's episode of One-on-One. Tyler.
Hey guys, welcome back to One-on-One. I am here with Pierce Walston, Ben Francis, Orono Junior guards. You guys sitting at 14-2 right now. Couple games left. One of them, really big one, against Old Town. Just how you feeling heading into this final stretch of the season?
Well, pretty good. We've really focused in the last couple practices and really focused in and locked in on defense, and coach has been pushing us extra, really getting on us about what we need to do to prepare for the tournament. So it's getting crunch time, so we're ready.
Crunch time, do you agree with that?
Yeah, ready to go. Everyone's coming to practice every day, ready to go. So ready to make a tournament run.
Nice. So right now, you guys are coming off of a couple stretches of wins, but you had that one overtime loss to John Babson. No, not everybody was there, but the just consensus there watching that result was that kind of a wake-up call for you guys a little bit?
Yeah, we definitely took it to heart. Everyone came to practice the next day, ready to go, even more than usual. And Ben put up a motivational little sign, said John Babs, their score and our score, and everyone came out fired up and ready to go.
I like that a lot. Like right in the locker room, right there. So
right where we walked out of the
right where you walk in. That's what Maine football does with the muscle.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. That's really cool. So other than that, you guys have one other blemish on your record this year, and it's kind of been just rolling. We'll talk about, I hate to bring up the negatives again, but that Ellsworth game, they started hot, and then you guys made it, I think, a 6-point game at the end when you were down. Just what did you learn from that game?
We learned that, we can battle back from almost anything. So as long as we keep our heads up, we can do what we want to do and hopefully get them next time.
Yeah, it was huge. It was definitely a huge learning point. We had them at down to 6, and then we went 3 or 4 or 5 maybe possessions without getting a bucket. So we really the focus wasn't there, the defensive intensity wasn't there, and I think that really pushed and motivated us to really focus in, because we understood that we can do what we need to do to win the league. So it was a good learning experience.
It's like battle tested, right? Like you kind of walk into the tournament knowing how to play from behind, knowing how to play without a lead. You guys both, I mean, you had big sophomore seasons, but as juniors right now, you guys are killing it. I see videos of you guys working with results all the time, both of you. Just what have you really focused on this offseason, coming into this year to have such a successful season so far?
I mean, individually, we've all worked on our skills that we need to get better at, but better yet, we all play year-round together, so our chemistry is kind of there. And, I mean, it showed a lot this year, better than last year. So the goal is to just keep getting our chemistry better and better and prepare for the tournament.
What do you guys do in the spring? I know you guys play football in the fall together.
Yeah, we both do separate AAU stuff.
So you just hoop?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. I heard that you play with Chance in AAU, or have you?
Yeah.
What's it like playing with him and then going against him as kind of the two top players in that class?
Playing with him is awesome, you know. I mean, he always has energy, so, you know, just to play with that as another person who likes to keep the energy, it's just awesome. Playing against him is a completely different story, because then you kind of got to watch him at all times, you know. His energy's great. He's a very tough competitor to play against. So.
Speaking of energy, you guys bring it too. I mean, you go to some of your games and you'll fly up and down the court 6 times in a minute, the long passes, the getting out and runs, the dribble drives. Just how would you describe your style of play when you guys are all rolling?
We can run the court, so we try to take advantage of that. We got a pretty well-conditioned team, so we play a couple deep. You know, everyone can run the court, and it's kind of what we strive for.
Yeah, we have some pretty good athletes, so we can throw up some interesting, sketchy stuff sometimes, and we'll have somebody go up and get it and make plays. Especially Will, you know, he gets up there. So we really, Pierce, sometimes I see him just kind of throwing it up there. I think he's hoping that we'll just go up and get it. So
it's like that old video game NBA. You see the guy jumping and then you go to pass it. We are running a little bit out of time here, guys. I wish you the best of luck in the tournament. It's been fun watching you this year, and continue to have fun watching you guys. Thanks for staying with us, and we will be back with more Fast Break right after this.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Visit new costumes on The Masked Singer, February 15th on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We have a lot to talk about, so let's not pull any punches. It's time for something I like to call the rebound. All right, Ryan, I'm going to start this one off because I saw probably the best basketball game I've seen all season tonight in Brewer, and I really want to talk about Skowhegan. They play like a Big East team, the old Big East. I remember a PC URI game when I was in school. I know that's not the old Big East.
No.
After Providence beat my Rams, Ed Cooley said, "It wasn't pretty, and that's your problem. We got the win." And that's really what Skowhegan does. They play a style of basketball that you just hate to play against. They grind, they're physical, and when they control the pace of the game, they are a very hard team to beat. They have a couple bruisers down low in the LePage twins. They got the quarterback on the court, Adam Savage. And if you can get a couple of threes to fall tonight, like they did with the freshman Adam Fitzgerald, and stretch the floor with that size, that team can be a problem, and we saw it tonight. All right, Ryan, the floor is yours. What do you have for us?
Yes, we haven't talked much about Husson women's basketball at length, but it is long overdue. They are right at the top of the NAC standings, and there's no secret why. It's nowhere near a one-woman show. For instance, Vanessa Duarte. She's averaging 12 points a game in conference play and is dynamite from three as she was tonight.
Congrats, senior.
Yes, and of course you have to mention Bailey Donovan, 1,000-point scorer, also averaging 12 a game in conference, a force in all facets of the game. You put those two facets together with players like Hannah Richards, the Maine Maritime transfer Lauren Cook, Michaelin Porter. I know I'm missing some, but that's the point. Maine Maritime might be in the lead right now, but the Eagles' depth has them right on track to make the NCAAs. Once again, check out this nice pass. Oh, man.
That's going to be a great game with Maine Maritime on February 11th. I'll be on the call of both of those games, but Maritime beat them barely the first time they played at MMA, so this one at Husson should be a different story.
Yes.
And before we go tonight, we have a great play we need to show you for this week's You Gotta See This. Ryan, take it away.
Okay, here we go. Dylan, a unified player for Brewer against Bucksport. Watch this. Watch the pump. Watch the pull. Did I say Curry? Yes, I did. Everyone going crazy. Banks open, as I said before, with the bow. Student section going absolutely nuts. Let's see it one more time.
Looks like Kyrie there with the fake pass.
Oh, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of news about him today. Kyrie. Fake pass there, as you said. You got to see it 3 times.
You got them jumping out of their shoes.
Exactly.
That's a great play right there. Seems like a very fun game and a very fun atmosphere.
We'll have more.
We'll have more of that
night.
tomorrow
Yes.
from the unified home opener in Brewer. And we'll have more Fast Break a week away from today. But we might have some brackets for you guys then. Regular season wrapping up next week. So this is one of our last regular season Friday Night Fast Break shows. And then we get into tournament time. So with that, that is all we have for tonight. We hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. See you back here next week.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.
Hi, I'm Renee from R&B's Home Source at Clowes Corner in Madison. For over 15 years, we continue to serve the people of Somerset County and beyond with quality products at the lowest possible prices. Find Serta mattresses at our Serta Sleep Center and Catnapper and Best Furniture for your living room. We carry most major appliance brands, and we proudly service what we sell. Stop in and see us 4 miles north of Skowhegan on Route 201 in Madison.
What does that look like to you?
Just being with my kids and helping them find a new normal for our life.
You tell them good stories about their dad.
And they hold on to it. I try to keep those parts of him alive for them. He was loved, and I loved him too.
Nikki's 2 children, now 10 and 8, continue to live with her sister, and they see Chris's parents regularly. Nikki's currently set to be released sometime in 2024, but her clemency application remains open with New York's Governor Hochul. That is our program for tonight. Thank you for watching. I'm